Yeah, another day, another dollar, another live stream to holler at people about things in life that I've seen. So it's not a dream, it's real. Just telling you how I feel. Raining outside, but I'm feeling real alive. Hail for a second and snow too, but what can you do? Just chilling in the mountains with the mountain crew. Coming live from here to you. And today's topic is going to be about don't focus on the money, focus on what you want. Here's how to get what you want. And money can be a big distraction. Money can help you get there, but so basically, going to talk about, how to think about money, what to focus on instead of money, basically, how to improve yourself to make more money or to get to what you want would be a better way to say it. And, one of the most important things about everything would be don't worry about anything. The more you worry, the less likely I believe that you are to see things manifest and see things generate. Don't have no hate. It's just all positive. Any negativity is going to throw you off your path. So, yeah. And, I've been studying these law of attraction theories and focusing on making money a lot of my life, where I realized at the end of the day that really, you don't want to really just focus on the money like that, because that's not really going to help you so much as focusing on where you want to be, what you want to get. I've learned this through many trial and errors with business, with life, uh, you know, in all areas of life, really, any area you can think of. So, yeah, just looking at how to think about money, what to focus on, how to provide value, how to turn yourself into a person that can create the things that you want, the experiences, the places you want to be, stuff like that. Really what to focus on, how to like help not worry about all the stuff like most people do. And really, I think a lot of our society, at least Western society, I think kind of generates marketing and other type of messaging that gets people to focus on the things they shouldn't focus on, and gets people to worry about the stuff they shouldn't worry about, so that they'll fall into certain traps that are set up. Not really going to get into too much about that, but just how not to worry in general, how to stay more positive about this stuff. So yeah, since it's a live stream, gonna try to slow down and take my time on this one and see if any kind of like comments come up. Anybody has any questions about what I'm talking about, let me know. I see Preeti Chopra has a question about what is the actual manifesting method. Well, I'm pretty much gonna get into that with what I'm talking about, and it's like a basic method for manifesting. There's many ways you can look at it. It kind of depends on what you're trying to manifest. So I'm kind of doing like a broad scope of things, just like a general breaking it down generally. And if anywhere along the way you feel I would add some value by being more specific, just let me know and I'll see what I can do. Oh, okay, so manifesting money. You're wondering about manifesting money. So really, I think the thing is you don't want to focus on manifesting money. You want to focus on think about what you want that money for and focus on that. Because really, the money that you make is not always the way to get to the things that you want. So if you're focused on, oh, I need $10,000 to buy this car, $1 million to buy this house, whatever it is, maybe there's another way to get that house or that car that you never even considered, because you're only focused on getting the money to get there. So yeah, don't focus on the money. Just think of money as paper. I mean, really, like the Federal Reserve, most countries, like the money that you're using, the currency is just paper that the government or whatever, what have you, would print out whenever they feel like. The banks just issue it when they don't even have it. So really, like money, I mean, don't think of it as like the paper is valuable. It's really just paper. A lot of people think about money as kind of like energy. So say like, the more energy you're putting out in the world, the more positive energy, the more money is going to come back to you as like kind of like a reward, or kind of like uh just the equal energy to output coming back. But yeah, it's not always money too. So really, I mean, yeah, what you want to focus on, the main thing, exactly. Focus on the house, the lifestyle, where you want to live, what partner you want to have, what you want your health to be like. Focus on that kind of stuff. Really, the money is just distracting. Like, I mean, a lot of things like, especially like health, money's not going to help you get health for the most part. I mean, you could buy a gym membership, whatever, but at the end of the day, yeah, it's you're welcome. It's whatever you really want to get, and money's not the only way. So focus on what you want to buy with the money. Focus on the outcome that you want from that money. And then even really take it a step further, you could think about like, why do I even want this stuff anyway? Like especially with material stuff. Like a house, like, is a good thing to, stay out of the weather, stay dry, stay food, health, stuff like that. But maybe if it's like a material thing, like a car or something like that, like why do you really want the certain car? Like, because a lot of times, people want stuff, including myself. I've had times where, I've maybe wanted a really nice car, so that I could impress people. And then I remember when I was younger and I did that and I got the nice car, and it wasn't, it didn't really bring about the result that I thought it would. And now I realize, looking back, like that was pretty stupid of me. Like, first off, I shouldn't really even need to impress people in the first place. Second off, I shouldn't buy a car just because, like, how it looks or how I think it's going to look. I should buy it on for like what I need for, like, right now, being in the mountains. uh I would need a car with four-wheel drive. I would need a car that would be good for mountain driving, stuff like that. So yeah, just looking at, deeper reasons behind why you might want certain things that you want. Yeah, finding out, basically, find out, take just a few minutes to kind of sit and reflect on why you even want the things you want in the first place. And you might find that there's reasons behind it that you haven't even really noticed. I mean, allowing, really, yeah, you got that comes down, I think, more about not worrying, which I'll get into in a minute. But I feel like allowing is really just like, that's part of like not being focused on the money, because like then you're not allowing other ways to come through to achieve, to get what you want. So if you're just focused on like one way to get to a certain goal, you're not allowing other ways to come about. So really just staying open to, how you're going to get from point A to point B, taking things one step at a time, not worrying about like, how you're going to get from like A to Z, but just how you're going to get from A to B. And then after you've done that, just think about how you're going to get from B to C, and just not worrying about the bigger picture. And, everything's going to, if you just stay positive about it, come about. Oh, no problem. This is what I'm trying to do, is provide value for people. So I'm glad that this message provided some value for you. And it's pretty cool because you're the first person that has commented on my live stream. This is my second live stream, and hope to do many more. All right. So I would say, another thing is focus on how you can provide the most value possible for other people. That's a big part of it too. Getting into, making yourself more of a magnet to money, more of a magnet to the things that you want, would be to just focus on self-improvement. That's a huge thing. Focus on like building skills, because the your level of skills that you have is really going to determine how much people want to pay you, how much, whether it's money or whether it's favors or whatever it is. You know it's kind of like a business way to look at it would be like a supply and demand thing. So basically, if you're really, really skilled at something and you want to make the most money out of it, you want to find the area where your skill has the highest demand and the fewest amount of people who know the skill that you possess, basically. It's simply, supply and demand. So that's why it's so important to really like focus on like how can you improve yourself by building skills, building skills of what you would like to do, what you enjoy doing, like how you can help people. Uh, so how do you attract your tribe? You need tech help and support to get your business started. Really listening to stuff like this. I do have a link in my comments where I'm going to be designing like a free newsletter, and basically with that, once I get people into there, I can. I'm also planning on starting like a group, whether it's I'm not really sure the platform I'll use yet. These kind of things are all in the works. But yeah, I mean, really, like the tribe thing would be like a big one would be building skills. So like go to places where you can build the skills that you enjoy doing, the stuff that you like to do, and you're most likely to meet other people that you can collaborate with that are working towards the same thing as you. So you're looking at like online marketing, certified speaker, upcoming author, stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, I don't really want to go too far off into these things now. I have a lot of experience personally, many years with online marketing. I have a business degree from a traditional university, which really, I would say, didn't teach me, very much compared to the stuff that I learned just through like starting my own businesses and going and learning from other people who've already done this stuff. Like the stuff that they teach you in a traditional business school about online marketing especially is going to be like totally different from the stuff that actually works today. Is going to be stuff they'll teach you in a traditional school that would apply to like working for a corporation. But I mean, any single person now with the internet, has the ability to brand themselves, brand whatever business they want to start, whatever skill they want to build. Yeah, but I'll have other videos on that more in the future. Maybe like do one video on online marketing, maybe like break it down into different areas of online marketing, do another video about speaking. And then I also have a lot of experience with being an author. I've written, wow, I don't even know. I've written all short books, probably like 30 to 50 pages, maybe like 70 to like 100 of myself that I've written. And I've also published a lot where I've, had other people working for me who I've instructed, how to write these books. And I've pretty much done all the editing, publishing, stuff like that. So yeah, I'll try to do more videos. Thanks for the input. I'll try to do more videos in the future about those certain areas of, building skills, stuff like that. So basically, yeah, learn from mentors too. Find people, they don't have to be offering a course or anything like that, but you could find people who've, basically already got what you got or already done what you want to do, stuff like that. And then find these people, think of how you can provide value for them. Maybe just take them out to lunch, something as simple as that, and then just pick their brain for an hour or two. But yeah, as much value as you can provide for them, you're probably going to find that not only are most people willing to help people learn stuff that they've accomplished, things like that, but um, they'll do it for free, but they're very very happy to help people. So yeah, find mentors, stuff like that. A big one that I enjoy is going to like seminars or like group learning events. So basically, like one of the big reasons I like that is it's way better than any kind of traditional education or school setting or something like that, in my opinion. I've learned the most from like going to a group setting of, like-minded people who are trying to do the same thing as me and collaborating with them. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Like, yeah, keep it up, keep going to more. The more kind of things like that I can find, the better. And another cool like thing about that in regards to like business is, if you're going to something that some kind of seminar that you're using to build a skill that you're going to use to generate money in the future, I mean, you can take the amount that you spent for that seminar or whatever, and you can write it off on your taxes. So essentially, if you're using it to generate money, um, it's pretty much free. You can write it off taxes. So this last one was, oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I've read like two or three of Jack Canfield's books. So yeah, I know who he is. He's pretty cool. That I don't even. I'd have to check in to look at the seminars he's offering. But yeah, that sounds interesting. Yeah, thanks for that. So yeah, go to seminars, go to group learning events, stuff like that. Um, really, really valuable, and it's pretty much free. You can write it off on taxes. So, yep, he wrote those books too. That's right. That's right. I forgot about that. I haven't read any of those. At least I think I read like the original one a long, long time ago. But yeah, I have to look back at those. I forgot about those. So yeah, getting into kind of like the last point I want to make is, it's really important not to worry about like the stuff you don't have. If anything, really like you know, just enjoy where you're at. Think about the positives that you have when you're at, the spot you're at right now. Uh, you know, um, Good things will come. The more I feel like the more you worry about something bad, the more it's likely to happen. I've heard like this like theory where uh long stretches of highway where it's like just really flat, and they'll have maybe like a light or an electric pole like every like what half mile or whatever it is. And they found that like in these areas that like people were whenever people were getting crashed, they were like way more likely to actually like hit the obstacle, like the pole or whatever. And what they realized was that when people started to realize that they were losing control of their car, they would focus on like, oh man, like I hope I don't hit that pole. I hope I don't hit that pole. And they're worrying about hitting the pole. So then what happens is like that's where their mind is focused on. That's what they ended up hitting poles more often, which was I thought a kind of an interesting story. But anyways, yeah, don't worry about stuff. Just focus on the positive. Um, Especially don't worry about how you're gonna get there. Don't worry about like the money that you need to get there. That's what I think most people do. Most people I've seen in like Western society, at least. So yeah, I mean, you never know how you're gonna get to where you want to be. So just like stay positive about it, or how long it's going to take to get there, that kind of thing. Just stay focused on like the positive stuff, like law of attraction pretty much says, like focus on like yourself when you pretty much are where you want to be, have what you want, stuff like that, and how you're going to feel when you have it. And just stay focused on the positive stuff. Anytime you catch yourself worrying about something, just say, hey, caught myself, time to focus on the positive. And just do that, I guess. But yeah, that's pretty much it for right now. um it's cool being live and being able to answer questions and stuff, and gives me a good direction on how to provide more value in the future, what areas to cover. And like I said, I'm going to be putting together some more resources for people where they can collaborate, learn more about what I'm talking about, stuff like that. So yeah, if you like it, you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. Smash up the like button. Leave any comments if you want. If you miss a live stream, go ahead and leave it later. Questions, whatever. And check out the link for the free newsletter that I'm working on. And yeah, have a great day. Hope you enjoyed the stream.